Hi guys, this is Alison and welcome to my channel. So for today's video, we are testing out a new Milk Grip Primer. So if you guys are interested how this works and what's my thoughts on this, then let's keep on watching. So Milk Makeup recently came out a new primer, which is a Milk Hydro Grip Primer, which is similar to the Cover FX that I have here. This is a Cover FX gripping primer and Tati talks about this and she's rave about this, and this is always out of stock. And today I am doing a comparison on this both primer to see is there any differences between these two primer or is one better than the other. So I'm gonna give you my thoughts. So first of all, I'm gonna go in with the details of this primer, and I personally purchased this on Sephora.com, and we're gonna go into the details of this primer. So first of all, this primer, it retails for $15 if you're getting a small size. This is 10 milliliters and this is 0.33 ounce, and the reason I'm getting the small size because I'm not sure how I'm gonna like it. So I just want to get a smaller size to not compete with the bigger size to finish up the product that I don't like. And for the full size of this product, it retails for $30, which is 1.52 ounce, getting 45 milliliters, which is a lot cheaper with the price you're paying with the full size. But if you guys are just wondering how it works, then get a smaller size to try this out first. So I do have high hopes on this. It has 4-star out of 5-star. It has 459 reviews on Sephora.com. So this is a hydrating makeup gripping primer formulated with hemp derived cannabis seed extract and blue agave extract for all-day hydration and hold. So I'm seeing a lot of good ingredients here. It's a highlight ingredient, which is hemp-derived cannabis seed extract, which helps hydrate and smooth the skin. Blue agave extract, it helps the invisible layer to grip the makeup, smooth the look of texture, and seal in moisture. Prickly pear cactus extract and aloe water, it helps hydrate and soothes and calm the skin. So what you need to know on this primer is formulated with aloe water, cherry blossom, hyaluronic acid, B vitamins to support skin for a healthier look base and provide a glossy post-hot yoga class glow. So the silicone-free, oil-free, green-tinted formula blends in clear to work across all skin tones and types. Simply allow the formula to sit for the 1 minute to fully absorb and activate grip for the best result. So based on what it says in the Sephora.com, it looks like it has a lot of good ingredient, and the reason it is in green color is because it's just for most of the skin tone. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do one side with the Milk Grip Primer and the other side with the Cover FX Grip Primer to see if there's any differences show on my face. Okay, now let's begin. We're gonna test this two out and do a little comparison and see how it holds up my makeup today. So I'm gonna use this side on my face with Cover FX, and this is the Cover FX Gripping Primer. So I've been trying this Cover FX Gripping Primer and I've been loving this, and it does the job of holding my makeup nicely throughout the day. So now Milk Makeup come up with the same primer, and I'm just wondering, are they the same, are they comparable, or one is better than other? So today you're gonna see all this on my face. So this is the texture of the Cover FX Gripping Primer. It's just like a gel consistency, like really sticky kind of primer. And as you're blending this, it does feel a little stickiness, and it feels like it grip on to your face with this primer. But it does slowly dries down a little, but it still have that tackiness. And then now on this side of my face, I'm gonna go with the Milk Grip Primer. And it does come with a pump, and this is what it looks like. It's not as jelly, like a thick finish as the Cover FX. It does have green color with this, but it's not as thick as the Cover FX. I feel like this is like, it feels easier to blend. Oh, and also I heard a lot of reviews, people saying, people comment on the Milk Primer saying it breaks them out, and I'm kind of freak out because currently my skin is a little irritated because I wasn't eating healthy this week, and that's what shows up on my skin. You see the redness and you see I'm breaking out because I haven't been eating good lately. So hopefully it didn't break me out. I'm a little not sure about this to test this out because I don't want a breakout skin right now. So for foundation today, I'm going in with my trusty foundation. This is L'Oreal Infallible 24 Hours Wear Foundation. And I actually did a review on this foundation and I've been loving it since I tried this out. It holds up nicely, it works on my oily skin, and it doesn't transfer much on my clothing or my skin. So I've been loving this and I want to use a trusty foundation to test this out today. If you guys wondering, I'm using this foundation in the shade 420 True Beige. Okay, I'm just gonna blend this out with my Morphe sponge. So I'm blending the foundation into my skin. I don't see a much difference about the blendability on both primer. Okay, so now I'm just gonna let the foundation sit into my skin and finish up my makeup, and I'll come back with you guys and see how this looks after applying my makeup on, and I'll see you guys later. Alright guys, I am done with my makeup now and I like the finish it gives my foundation on top of the primer. But I do have a feeling that it's gonna break apart on my chin area because currently I'm breaking out and I do put my Curology, which is my acne solution, put it on top last night. So it might be a little drier down here on my chin area, so it might break apart. But right now, I feel like they do look similar on my chin area, like with the primer, foundation on top. It looks super smooth. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna come back to you guys at the end of the day and see how this primer holds up on my face with the foundation on top. And also we'll see if there's any difference between these two primers. So I'll check in with you guys later. Alright guys, so I've been wearing this foundation for 9 hours now and I can give you guys an update and my final thoughts on these two primers side by side. So I did put on my Milk primer on this side of my face and Cover FX on this side of my face. So looking closely, I don't see any differences. I feel like they work the same. They kind of looks kind of infused into my skin. I don't see large pores at all. It kind of just blur out my pores very nicely. And surprisingly on my chin area, I feel like using this primer, it helps the foundation stay put on my chin area, because if I don't have this primer, I feel like my chin area gonna break apart, just the foundation itself. So honestly, I feel like this primer, it really just holds up the foundation onto my skin very nicely throughout the day. I can see that it's trying to break apart, but I feel like the primer, it just helps like stay put with this foundation on my face. So that's like really nice how it works. And on my smile line, I don't see much of a difference. And honestly, I don't see any differences between these two primer because I feel like they have more of a similar texture on both primer. So I feel like I don't see like a huge difference at all. Like I don't see any difference at all between these two primer. I feel like these two primer, it just work nicely on my face with my oily skin, and it stay put my foundation throughout this 9 hours wear. Looking at the mirror, keep checking myself out because I don't see the differences between these two primer, except these two primer hold up my foundation very nicely. And without this primer, I feel like, again, the chin area, it would break apart. And usually if I put a lot of Curology the night before I apply the foundation, I would get really dry skin, and usually my foundation would break apart on this area because of the dry skin and my acne is going on the bottom part of my face. But other than that, I feel like it just kind of smooth out my skin very nicely. I do have like texture on my nose area. I do have large pores on the center of my face, but it just kind of give me a very nice blur out effect on this both primer. So I have to say this two primer, it works very well. I don't see any differences, except I feel like Cover FX have a thicker consistency than the Milk primer. So if you guys like something that is more a lightweight, you don't feel anything on top of your face, I would go with the Milk primer. But I feel like the Cover FX does the same thing. So you might just have to do a comparison on the price range on both items. But I feel like these two items works very well on my skin. Except I can feel like there's something on my skin with the Cover FX, but it's not like a huge feeling that I feel like I have a primer that's on top of my skin, I feel uncomfortable. Like I can barely tell it, but if I have to compare these two, I feel like Milk primer is a lot light consistency, but it does the same job. But with the Cover FX, it's just a thicker consistency. So that's something that is only up to you. If you want more benefits on the primer, the Milk primer, I feel like it has a lot more ingredients in it. It's benefit for your skin. But with the Cover FX, I feel like it's also nice to use, and you might just have to do a comparison on this both product with the price. But overall, I just love this two primer, and I hope the Milk makeup primer, it didn't break me out after I wear this for 9 hours, and after I take off my makeup, I would just get breakout. I hope that this doesn't happen on me. If it does, I'm gonna give you guys an update down below in the description box and let you guys know on the update. But right now, I don't see any itchiness or any acne going on this side of my face. So I'm finger crossing it doesn't happen on me. So that is all my thought on this two primer and the comparison on it. And I feel like it's really interesting to do a comparison on this pretty similar item here. So if you guys like this video, please don't forget to give me a thumbs up and also subscribe down below, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!